Welcome to Back to Flow, a yin yoga journey that works with the element of water through hip opening asanas, inviting you to open up space in your internal landscape for your energy and power to flow. Just as water flows from a mountaintop until it meets the vastness of the ocean, you will discover how you have a natural well of power within you, your own river, your own ocean. Your journey back to flow is about meeting the resistance to what is happening in your life with a deep breath and a soft heart. About noticing those parts that are perhaps in the way or feel like they are pulling you out of alignment. Back to flow is allowing the things that don't serve you anymore to naturally fall away, or for the nature of your relationship with them to transform into something new from a place of deep love and acceptance. Through this deep practice, you will meet yourself at the edge of any resistance, in the same way that you meet each asana at the edge of your capacity to hold it, rooted in your power, embracing curiosity at the beginning of the threshold. Let each posture take you on a journey with the natural flow of your energy. Beautiful souls, we are beginning this practice today in Sukhasana or in half lotus pose. If you like, placing a blanket under your bum to support you in lifting the hips a little bit higher. And as you settle into your seat here, just gently close down the eyes or gaze softly at the space in front of you. And begin to connect in with your breath, following the natural inhalation and rising of the breath into the chest. And on the exhalation, letting the shoulders be softer and the face be soft. And see if you can settle in even more deeply. Intentionally releasing tension and any hold that you have in your muscles right now. And on your next inhale, stretch the spine nice and tall, creating space between the vertebrae, and noticing how the spine supports the whole body in being here. The spine as your central channel, a central space where your energy moves and flows. Inhaling from the root all the way up to the crown. And exhaling as the energy flows from the crown back down to the root. And just sensing this energy flow as yours. Yours to move, direct, to create with, in any way that you please. And notice if this energy flow has a color. If it is shimmering and golden, a bright pink, dark green. How does your energy look today? And keep breathing in here through the nose, deep down to the belly. Exhaling softly through the nose. And just allow the breath to stretch even longer and more deeply if you can. And feel it touching the sides of the ribs, the back of the body, the belly, the diaphragm. And perhaps it even reaches the pelvic bowl, the hips. Letting each new breath bring with it freshness, cleansing energy. And each exhale just washing away and releasing any energy that's no longer serving, without trying to label it or make it something different. And now bringing the palms of your hands together in front of the body, just begin to rub the hands together, generating some heat. And then without taking the hands apart, just stopping the rubbing and sense the energetics being shared between both hands. And gradually begin to pull your hands apart, ever so slowly. And visualize a ball of energy in between your hands. Your unique power. And just open your hands as wide as feels good. And feel the sensations in the palms and the fingertips. Staying connected with the flow, moving up and down the spine with each breath. And sensing how that connects with this ball of energy in your hands. Breathing in and breathing out. And then bringing your hands slowly with this ball of energy and just connecting it with the heart space. Feeling it arriving back in your body. Let's take in together. Nice big inhale deep down to the belly. Big exhale with a sigh. And let's begin our yin sequence for today. Bent. And placing the hands just behind the body, leaning back just a little with the fingertips pointing to the back of the room. Your feet are about hip width apart. And we're just going to gently move the knees from side to side. Just allowing the hips to move ever so gently and rock with each movement. Just opening the space here. And let your breath guide each movement. Moving so intentionally. Beautiful, and coming into stillness, taking in a nice deep breath, exhaling with a sigh, and then bringing the soles of the feet together in front of you, creating a diamond shape as if you were coming in to a butterfly pose. And from here, taking the left leg, swooping it around the side, creating a 90-degree angle, and the right leg staying exactly as it is. Now here you might need a blanket to put underneath the left sit bone. We want to ensure that both sit bones are firmly on the ground. So make your adjustments as necessary, finding your edge in this posture. And when you feel comfortable, grabbing your bolster and just laying it in front of you, and folding the body softly over the bolster, allowing the arms to be loose by the side. And if you need any additional support here, using a block to give some extra height for your forehead to lie on, you can either use that underneath the bolster or on top of the bolster with a blanket. And once you've found your edge, just taking in a nice deep inhale, and on the exhale, softening even more and surrendering to this flow. And as you exhale, just slowly lifting up the body, using the hands to guide you. Moving your props to the side for a moment. And bringing both legs directly in front of you as you just take 3 nice breaths here. Allowing the chi to flow in the spaces that were tight. Allowing the muscles, the tendons, the tissues to hydrate. And bringing the feet back together, soles of the feet connecting in front of you, and this time taking the right leg, swooping that around the side, using the blanket under the right sit bone if you need to. And finding your position with your bolster, your block, whatever your body needs, just folding your body over onto the bolster. Meeting any resistance here with a breath and a softness in your heart. And just feeling into what is it right now in your life that doesn't feel 100% aligned. And let your intuition guide you through this question. And let curiosity be the energy with which you explore it. When you are in your flow, in your energy, aligned with your soul path, it is for the benefit of yourself, of others, of the planet. Being in your flow means directly connecting with your light. A full expression of all that you are and all that you came here to be. This pose. Big exhale, and slowly walking your top body back up using the support of your hands. Just moving your props to the side for a moment and bringing both legs back in front of you. Just breathing into the flow. Exhale and soften. And now, with your legs straight in front of you, bring the bolster on top of your legs for our caterpillar. If you feel the need, it feels more comfortable perhaps to take the legs outside of the bolster with a small bend. Feel free to do so. This is your practice, your posture. Otherwise, the bolster on top of the legs and perhaps a block and a blanket to again fold the body forward over onto the bolster and allowing the arms and the hands to be soft next to the legs. And if you feel you need a little extra support for the lower back, just sitting on a blanket to raise the hips up just a little bit more. And with every exhale, just noticing how your body surrenders. and embraces the things that it can. Resistance is our way of wanting something to be different. When things don't go our way, people don't act how we expect. When life doesn't manifest in the way that we hoped, there is resistance at the heart of all of that disconnect. Coming back into your flow, where you are your most powerful, your most aligned, your most authentic self. And so reflect on that truth as you breathe here. Using your hands to walk the body up and just placing your props to the side. Taking in a few deep breaths. And then bringing your knees to be bent by the side, taking the feet out, almost mat width apart. And we're going to gently move our weight onto our feet. Use the hands to support you as we come into a yogic squat, malasana. And here have the elbows inside of the knees and the hands in prayer pose. And gently take your weight from side to side, very softly, as though you're swaying in a calm and gentle stream, just moving with the natural current of the water. And let your breath create even more space in the hips as you move here. Beautiful. Coming into stillness for a moment. And placing the hands on the mat in front of you, we're going to gently lift up our hips into the sky, straightening the legs and lifting the top body halfway up. And from here, bending the knees generously as you fold the belly over the thighs and let the head and the hands be loose. And from this place, begin to straighten the legs to the edge of your capacity. And perhaps the legs stay extremely bent here. And that's perfect. And you can either grab your elbows or let the hands be loose on the floor. gently swaying side to side. Noticing how life feels from this perspective. Sensing your energy flow moving through your body and lighting up your cells. Lighting up possibility. And coming into stillness. Placing the hands on the mat in front of you and gently and slowly bringing the hips back down as you come to lie on your back. And at first, just straighten the legs out in a shavasana pose. Deep breath in. Soft breath out. And then bending both knees, we're going to take the right leg, bringing the right ankle to the left knee, and then lacing your arms to hold the left leg just behind the knee, our reverse pigeon. And as you hold here, try to relax the rest of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. Releasing the pose. And then taking the left ankle to the right knee and grabbing a hold behind the right knee. Breathing in and breathing out. releasing the pose, and just walking your top body up using your hands and the elbows, very intentionally bringing yourself onto your knees. Taking a tabletop position for a moment. And taking your bolster, placing it in between your knees. And then as you sit your hips back, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Allow the arms to rest either in front of you or by the sides. And then changing the side that your head is resting on. And then slowly lifting your body up, moving the bolster to the side, and walking your hands forward, slowly lowering your body onto the mat, coming into a reverse corpse pose, resting your forehead on your hands, and sensing your body just melting into the mat. Coming into your flow, feeling your energy without resistance, without challenge, just you and your flow. in a little more deeply here. And as you do, feel every cell in your body begin to light up. As you feel the excitement of what to come move through you, knowing that you are connected, you are empowered, you are in flow. And begin to make some small movements in the fingers and the toes, perhaps even scrunching up the face. And begin stretching yourself out. And when you're ready, just walking yourself back up into a seated position, just keeping the eyes closed if that's comfortable. Bringing the hands together in prayer pose in front of the heart space. First of all, giving thanks for the teachers and masters that came before us to share these beautiful practices that allow us to be here now. Secondly, a thank you to yourself for creating the space in your day to go on this journey back to flow. And lastly, a thank you for me for being here, for being in this little community we have. I wish you the most beautiful, beautiful day.